Welcome to Pet Allies Adoption Minute, sponsored by Show TV. I'm Jill Tinkel, and I have my little co-host Odie, who's dressed in his best today.
Yeah, he looks like he's schlepping for some candidate.
Well, he kind of is in a way, but he really thought, he knows we live in a kind of a patriotic area up here.
Yeah.
He's trying to impress the ladies today.
Oh, I see.
Yes. So
You're
he
wanting
thought,
a girlfriend.
he thought collared shirt.
I heard he got a sofa too.
He does have it. They're kind of keeping it quiet, keeping that on the deal.
that.
Yes. So he's kind of shopping for that special lady because he heard that we have pumped out 100 spayed ladies in the last 9 months now?
Yeah.
8 months.
Yep.
Since January 1st, when we kicked off the Spay the World, starting with the White Mountains.
We are rolling.
So 100 are now on his active list.
Yes.
Except some of the taller ones.
Yeah.
He kind of doesn't go for the German Shepherd type. You know, he prefers, under 15 pounds, blonde, active, willing to share tennis ball, that kind of thing. So
possibly someone who doesn't like a tennis ball would be even a better.
Well, it might be better. Yeah, willing to not share a tennis ball.
Not share the tennis ball.
Yes. So I told him he could dress his best today, and you can put the word out there for us that he's definitely still on the prowl.
You are styling.
Yes. Okay. So for those of you out there that have unspayed ladies, though,
they should call the
you're
clinic.
You're not on the list.
Yeah, they should call the clinic and talk to us about Spay the World.
Yes, Spay the World, which only costs
532-1602.
$20 to have your female dog be spayed.
Correct.
$20.
And that is a smoking deal.
It is a smoking deal. And then you can be on Odie's short list.
That's true.
Yes, and maybe we'll start eliminating some of the overpopulation up here. Let's talk about what's going on at Pet Allies right now. It's kind of scary.
In the month of August, we took in 141 animals, which is just normally 60 is what we take in, and we're stressed with 60, so we're almost forced into being to the point where we have to euthanize for lack of space.
Yes.
We've never had to do that. In our entire existence, we've never had to do that. So we are just that close to having to make those decisions, so we really need people to keep their pets, find a home for their pets on their own. You can actually move out of state with a pet. It's possible.
It is possible. And it's actually possible to move from one home to another and keep your pet too.
It is. It requires a little work, and you might have to lower the standards on the home because maybe the people that rent are a little worried about how previous experiences they've had that weren't good with people that are pet owners and let their pets be destructive. So maybe you have to earn your way into a good home with a pet. And so I have a lot of people who say they'd put up a tent before they give up their pet. So
I agree.
Maybe you don't have to go that far. But
I agree. Odie maybe actually had to sign a form.
Christy was living in a tent for a while with all of her newbies. So people do it.
People do it. It's about commitment. The thing that we ask people as well is, first of all, spay, period. Because that will help limit the population up here. But let's go back to one of my big pet peeves, and that's people selling animals on Facebook. So you, as a viewer, you've got an option. Oh yeah, you can buy a puppy on Facebook for $10 or $25 and think you've gotten a cheap animal. It's not spayed, it's not neutered, doesn't have a microchip in it, it doesn't have a health exam, it doesn't have its shots. So you really haven't saved anything, plus you're now contributing and encouraging that pet owner to have another litter because they all sold.
Correct.
So we made $100 off of that litter of puppies, and half of them end up at Pet Allies.
Right.
So by adopting at Pet Allies, you help solve this problem instead of buying them on Facebook.
Right.
If animals couldn't be sold on Facebook, the litters that are sold right now, then Pet Allies wouldn't have the overpopulation problem.
That's correct.
Because you'd have to come to us.
Correct.
To get your animal, and that's what we'd prefer.
Yep, and there are many places in the country now where it's possible, for animal shelters all the animal shelters in the area to be no-kill, and so we'd like to get that here. We're close, and so if the public will just help us out by spaying and neutering at very discounted prices.
Yes.
We can do it together.
We absolutely can. So it takes you helping to donate to Pet Allies so we can continue these spay and neuter programs. It takes you to stop shopping on Facebook for an animal. And remember that free isn't free when it comes to an animal.
And you
Not
can
at all.
You can get a purebred dog or cat at a shelter.
All the time.
You don't have to buy from a breeder. So if you work a little harder, you can find that.
We've had Papillons, we have Dalmatians, we've had Beagles, we've had Corgis, we've had just about everything.
Standard poodles, we get
exotic animals that you would never ever guess, including potbelly pigs.
Yep.
Multiples of those, and a horse or two. So just about everything can be available at your shelter. So you can be
chicken.
Yes, we have had a goat, a chicken. Yes, we've had everything. We've had bunnies, we've had guinea pigs, we've had hamsters. So we've had everything there. So Odie begs you to please spay and neuter and please shop.
And think about
at
adopting
PetAllies.
Peter.
Yes, adopting this little guy who's been very well behaved while we've been talking about adopting. So come to see Peter at the shelter, come to see the kittens, and help us limit the overpopulation here on the mountain. We thank you for joining us here today on Sholo TV for Pet Allies Adoption Minute, and we hope to see you at the shelter. And Odie says, bring on the ladies.
The Pet Allies Animal Shelter is located at 1181 East Thornton in the Sholo Industrial Park. The shelter is open for adoptions 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you would like more information about the shelter, its monthly events, or to schedule an adoption outside of regular business hours, visit www.PetAlliesAz.org or call the shelter at 928-537-8009.